Teddy here. I just came back here from my playdate with my good friend Kyle Pacone. Anyways, um, sorry for didn't, sorry for not being able to talk about everything from the last part of my June update vlog. Yeah, as you guys can tell, this update vlog is gonna be a two-parter. Originally, I was supposed to be able to do this in the afternoon after I'm done with Spark. However, my mom, for some reason, insisted me to do it in the morning time. So anyways, here are some things that I need to talk to you guys about that I forgot to talk about from the last part of my June update vlog. Anyways, here's another piece of sad news I forgot to tell you guys. Daniel Swallow, aka Sonic Guru, and Sarah Gettinger, aka Star, both unfortunately lost a baby girl. Now, for those who don't know who Sonic Guru and Star, let me explain who they are. Sonic Guru is basically a British video game reviewer who would basically unlike VG Retro, another British video game reviewer who basically mainly review older games, Sonic Guru, on the other hand, would normally review newer video games as well. Mainly Sonic in this case, but he can also review other games as well. Anyways, and for those who don't know who Star is, she's basically responsible for all the title cards for vaulting. And I just want to say this, Sonic Guru, Star, if you two are both watching this, I'm really sorry to hear about your baby girl, and I hope things all get better for you guys. And also, Sonic Guru, welcome to the United States of America. Anyways, now, by the way, remember how when I said that Animat is nothing like neither the Nostalgia Critic, nor the Angry Video Game Nerd, nor South Jersey Sam, nor Francis, nor Angry Grandpa? Well, before any of you guys can go spam me any hate mail for saying all that, this is not to say that I don't like any of those people I just named. In fact, they're all great inspirations for me. A lot for me to explain. The Nostalgia Critic, however, I will admit I really enjoyed watching him. I mean, although, yeah, there are some movies that I do agree with him on, and then there are some of those that I do disagree with him on. Like, for example, some of the movies that I do agree with the Nostalgia Critic on includes films like the Garbage Pail Kids movie, Food Fight, Shrek 2, Spaceballs, The Simpsons, South Park. I also agree with him on DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, the Aladdin TV series, Gargoyles, Tailspin. I also do agree with him on Hotel Transylvania, and Arthur Christmas, and The Secret of NIMH, and I also agree with him on Fantasia. And also, and then there are some movies that I do strongly disagree with him on, including live action Grinch, live action Cat in the Hat, CGI Lorax. I definitely do digress on what he said about the Lorax. And say what you guys want about showing them what's her face. I thought showing them what's her face was a great idea. Anyways, I also do digress on what he said on Shrek the Third. I also do disagree with him on what he said on Shrek the Third. And if I ever did meet Doug Walker, the first thing that I would say to him would be, of course, Hey Doug, remember when the first when if I ever do meet Doug Walker, the first thing that I'm gonna say to him will be, of course, "Hey Doug, do you remember in your Shrek the Third review when you said that you don't know anyone who likes Shrek the Third? Apparently now you do." So anyways, I also do disagree with him on B movie. I also do disagree with him on are there any other films that I do disagree with him? Oh right, I also do disagree with him on Matilda. I disagree with him on Fantastic Mr. Fox. However, I do agree with the nostalgia critic on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I also do disagree with him on Rockadoodle. I disagree with him on the Pelham Penguin. And please don't hate me when I say this, people, but I do disagree with him on A Troll in Central Park. Though when it comes to the early 90s Don Bluth movies, let's just say I'd be more on the same page as Huey, for that matter. Anyways, so yeah, and as for my thoughts on the Angry Video Game Nerd, I think he can be a great reviewer as well. And, besides, he is also based on what reviewers / fans of internet review shows would call him more as a pioneer of internet review shows. I mean, without the Angry Video Game Nerd, we wouldn't be able to see such great reviewers come on the internet like the Nostalgia Critic, Nostalgia Chick, Linkara, Jewario, Mr. Code, Animad, Huey Toonmore, VG Retro, Sonic Guru, Morgan Ledger, Jaime-Tude, South Jersey Sam, Some Jerk with a Camera, Joey Tedesco, Izuchi Guardian, heck, even me as well. So anyways, so yeah, when I say the Angry Video Game Nerd is the pioneer of internet review shows, is the founding fathers of internet review shows, think of, like how Pong was for being the founding fathers of video games, as well as of how Winsor McKay is the founding fathers of animation. Now, if you guys thought Walt Disney was the founding fathers of animation, perhaps you guys have not heard of Winsor McKay. Now, if you really are a true animation fan, then you'll have to know that the founding fathers of animation would have to go to Winsor McKay. Now, for those who don't know who Winsor McKay is, he's basically best known for doing films like Little Nemo and Gertie the Dinosaur. And no, people, Little Nemo is... And... So, anyway, for those who don't know Winsor McKay, he's basically best known for doing films like Gertie the Dinosaur and Little Nemo. And no, people, Little Nemo is not a part of the same universe as Finding Nemo, as they're both two obviously different worlds. Plus, Little Nemo goes way back before Finding Nemo first came out. Anyways, but as for my honest thoughts from South Jersey Sam, I think he's a great reviewer. Not only is he a great reviewer, but also he's a great editor as well. Heck, so much so that I tried bringing him in to help me edit with my review show, but unfortunately he declined it in helping me edit my review show. I don't know why, but either way, the reason I would ask him to help me edit with my review show in the first place is considering how brilliant of an editor he can be when he appeared in Huey's animated movie reviews and in fantasy movie memories as well. Anyways, as for my thoughts on Francis, I gotta say this, people, that when it comes to Francis, I think he's a hilarious YouTuber. Technically, I first heard about him more from my good friend Nicholas Entra. Now, for those who don't know who he is you YouTubers watching this may know him more as the Great Gamer Boy Fan or Banana Gamer 138. And and in case you guys are wondering one of my favorite Francis videos to watch, here are my top following favorites in no particular order. My personal favorite will be, of course, the Easter videos. Now, you know those videos where, okay, it's Easter, right? And all Francis would get would be nothing but carrots instead of candy. I know it may sound boring to get nothing but carrots instead of candy on Easter. Now, if you thought having carrots instead of candy is no fun to have when it's Easter, I don't blame you guys at all. I mean, if I were celebrating Easter, I would rather eat candy than eat carrots. Now, don't get me wrong, people. I don't have any issues against eating carrots at all, honestly. So, yeah, I also enjoyed the Cartman video I spent, you know, the video where Francis was pointing out about how that us viewers appear to be hurting his feelings a lot, and says that every time he would upload a new video about South Park, people would always call him Cartman. That video is hilarious, I will say. I also enjoyed the video when Francis destroyed his Xbox 360. I know, sick, but still. Anyways, I also enjoyed the video where he goes, "Where's my goddamn Mountain Dew?" And also, when it comes to Francis, another video that I liked would be, of course, the Star Wars video, where he does mention about how that people used to call him Jabba the Hutt, and I find that part to be hilarious. Though it would be real, though I think it would be really funny if I were to see Francis, I would go, "Here's Cartman," or should I say, "Here's Jabba." That's what I normally like every time I watch Francis. Whenever he rages, I would go, "Here's Cartman," or "Here's Jabba." So, yeah, I also really liked the video where he gets banned from Grand Theft Auto 5, as well as the video where his League of Legends account just got hacked. And as for my thoughts on Angry Grandpa, like Francis, Angry Grandpa is also another hilarious YouTuber, in my opinion, I will admit. And when it comes to Angry Grandpa, in case you guys are wondering what my favorite videos of him to watch are, well, the chocolate-covered raw egg pranks I enjoyed watching. I know, it may sound gross when I say chocolate-covered raw eggs, but it's true. There are two Easter videos Angry Grandpa did where he appeared to be eating chocolate-covered raw eggs. Well, in the first video, Angry Grandpa would be seen not just eating a chocolate-covered raw egg, but also a chocolate-covered teriyaki marinated. Now, originally, Pickle Boy was supposed to feed Angry Grandpa a chocolate-covered pickled egg. However, due to the fact that the chocolate does not hold up on pickled eggs very, very well, instead of Pickle Boy making Angry Grandpa eat a chocolate-covered pickled egg, Pickle Boy made Angry Grandpa eat a chocolate-covered raw egg. Whereas in the second video of that same prank, we do get to see not just Angry Grandpa eat a chocolate-covered raw egg, but also we do get to see Tina eat a chocolate-covered raw egg as well. And speaking of Tina, I really enjoyed the videos that feature Tina, like Grandpa tells Tina where where Grandpa would make Tina eat Christmas cookies that have eggs in it. And also, you know you guys know the video where you guys know the video where Pickle Boy would gross Tina out? It's also another hilarious video as well. And another video another Angry Grandpa video that I also enjoyed watching would be, of course, the video where Angry Grandpa appears to be having Ebola. The part where he goes, "Michael, I've got Ebola!" I find that part funny. I know Ebola is not something that we should joke about, but still, this is the kind. When I heard Grandpa say that when he was like, "Michael, I've got Ebola," this is something I'm pretty sure Chester A. Bum would say. And another Angry Grandpa video I like to be, of course, the shower pranks, especially the one when we've seen Pickle Boy throw a dog into the shower while Angry Grandpa appears to be showering. Although it would be really hilarious to see Pickle Boy play a shower prank on Bridget. That would be hilarious. Anyways, yeah. And do you guys remember, to any Angry Grandpa fans watching this, do you guys remember when Angry Grandpa destroyed Pickle Boy's pickle? Now, do you guys remember during Christmas this year, we've seen Angry Grandpa destroy Pickle Boy's PlayStation 4 over Christmas cookies? Well, I will say this, when Angry Grandpa destroyed Pickle Boy's PlayStation 4, I admittingly do feel sorry for Pickle Boy when that moment happened. And, at least we got Angry Grandpa to apologize to Pickle Boy, but it's a shame that Pickle Boy refused to accept Angry Grandpa's apology. But either way, it was hilarious to see. It was really, really funny to see Angry Grandpa get angry at Pickle Boy. Though every time I watch Angry Grandpa, every single time whenever I watch Angry Grandpa, normally I would sometimes call him two names. Mr. Pooh Genevieve. Sorry if I'd say that, Mr. Genevieve, but in case if you're watching this, but either way, I do admittingly have funny memories with you, despite of all the harshness you've been giving me when I was at Andrews. Anyways, another nickname that I also give Angry Grandpa will be, of course, 4 words: ice cream social trasher. Though when it comes to Angry Grandpa, though, he does kind of remind me of my Andrews gym teacher, Mr. Genevieve, more for the grouchiness as well. Yeah, for trashing exciting things. And yeah, and as for Tina, whenever I watch any videos featuring Tina, I would normally call her Miss Sabrina Loud. Now, Miss Brown, in case if you're watching this, sorry if I said Miss Sabrina Loud in public here. Anyways, yeah, and also, here's something that I, as the creator of Casual Reviews with Bare Rims, I would like to show you. Well, to those who were not, who had the displeasure of watching Casual Reviews of Bare Rims, are the ones that you guys got me, thanks to the help of YouTuber Zuchi Guardian. Here's some things I'd like to show you. Now, before I can go show you guys this, usually I don't usually show scripts publicly. I would try to keep it as a surprise from everyone. But either way, without further ado, I'm definitely going to show you the real script based on casual reviews with Barum Shot. I'm definitely going to show you guys the real script for casual reviews with Barum Shot, Return to Neverland. Sorry if you guys can't see it, I do apologize. Oh, hang on. I think I know what the problem is. There. No, that's more like it. See, based on what you... Sorry about that, people. Anyways, based on what you guys are seeing right now, this is the real script for casual reviews with Bear Rimshot. And I hate to say this, people, I don't mean to rape your hearts or anything like that, but I originally did not intend to include any adult jokes in casual reviews with Bear Rimshot, Return to Neverland. And I can to those who had the displeasure, excuse me, stop, people. Anyways, sorry about that, people. Anyways, for those who had the displeasure of watching the first 2 episodes of casual reviews with Bear Rimshot, I can definitely guarantee you guys is the fact that in future episodes, beginning with episode 3, I will make sure that this time I would get to go with however I originally envisioned it to be. And also, well, and, remember in the last part of my June update vlog when I said, you know, do you remember those moments in my update vlogs whenever I say that don't expect me to do name changing anytime soon for something like epic battles? Well, though here's my reasoning why I would never, more of my reasons why I would never do name changing for projects like epic battles. When you take a look at all the other crossovers out there, crossover movies, crossover video games, or basically just crossovers in general, for a crossover movie or crossover video game, or basically just a crossover in general to actually be a major success, there can't be any name changing, as that can defeat the point of crossover. While, sure, they may have changed some things around about some of the characters or places appearing, but they don't necessarily do name changing at all, as that can defeat the point of crossover. However, if I did do any name changing for any Epic Battles movies or any Epic Battles video games, or basically just any episodes of the Epic Battles TV series, Epic Battles would have flopped big time like what happened with Mars Needs Moms. And allow me to explain what I mean. When you guys take a look at a movie like Food Fight, the reason for its failure is not just because of all the adult jokes and all the sexual innuendos and all that stuff, but also it's because that there was name changing going on in Food Fight. Ooh. That's good. Like it. anyways, so yeah, back to what I'm saying, and when you guys take a look at three other crossover movies that have already been made, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Wreck-It Ralph, and the Lego Movie, the reason that they would all end up being so successful, not just with all the existing critics out there, but also with all the money they earned at the box office. It's not just because of all the great acting or great voice acting that goes on in those movies. No. It's also because, well, the reason that Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Wreck-It Ralph, and the Lego Movie all ended up being bigger successes is when you take a look at the characters, the familiar faces that you see in those three movies, they don't name change at all, as that can defeat the point of crossover. And so yeah, when I do get to do this public apologies editorial, it's going to be made to teach you guys of how that I worked so hard in making the epic battle saga bigger, and it's also going to teach you on why I would ever consider redoing my bar mitzvah. In a way, if I know how I would have personally liked it, but also how you guys would have also loved it even more. And when it comes to redoing my bar mitzvah, when it comes to the reasons why I would ever redo my bar mitzvah, now, don't think of me as a cash grabber, okay? Whenever I feel like revisiting old projects, I don't try to look at that as a financial plan at all. Just as long as if I have a great idea in mind, then everything should be just fine. And so yeah, and I do hope that one day, just for at least just one day, that you guys would treat Epic Battles as an animated crossover movie that both kids and adults can all enjoy watching, rather than obviously treating it as if it were to be some weird Star Wars porno. Yeah, as you guys can see, in case if you guys haven't seen my update vlog, while I was explaining on why I would ever consider doing a public apology editorial in the first place, I did mention to you guys about how that my former social worker, Mr. Ben, did a lot of horrible things for me that somehow did lead up to the death of Robin Williams Tappan as well. And when Mr. Ben was my social worker, he always has the habit of treating Epic Battles to be a Star Wars porno. Now, anybody who's still getting scroogey about Epic Battles, please stop. Now, anybody who appears to be not satisfied with what I've been doing when looking at the Epic Battle side of me, let me ask you guys this. Will you let me ask you this, people, okay? Will you guys please stop treating Epic Battles to be some weird Star Wars porno? It hurts my feelings when you do that. I mean, you guys are obviously using the wrong terms about Epic Battles. Which reminds me, I'm definitely going to look up what Star Wars porno is and what crossover is. Let's see what Star Wars porn. Oh. Sorry for sounding sexually inappropriate, but it's true. Meaning. Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh. Star Wreckers. Never heard of that movie before. Oh. my God. Okay. Well, before I can read what Star's porno is, now, sorry for talking sexual inappropriate. I don't usually I don't usually do sexual things in public, but either way, I'm gonna make one exception anyways. Okay. I guess what... Okay. From what I've been seeing based on how you guys would normally treat epic battles in the past, I guess whenever I hear you guys do force me to do unnecessary name changing for epic battles, I guess you're treating epic battles to be a ripoff of Star Whackers. And let me give you the official meaning on what Star Wars porno is, aka Star Whackers for that matter. The secret society of lawyers, movie critics, and chiropractors that actor Randy Quaid and his plain Jane wife Oleg are after them. A series of Star Wars themed bouquet films. In the words of Randy Quaid, they're refugees in Canada. The Star Whackers want to kill us. They killed Heath Ledger and David Carradine. Well, looks like Star Whackers seems to be the only porn film. To truly capture George Lucas's Star Wars. Now, technically, I know what you guys all may be like whenever I do get to include a particular character, especially whenever I do get to include real-life personalities. You guys were oddly treating epic battles as if I was ripping off Star Whackers. No, I don't fall for anything that involves pornography or profanity or stuff like that. Though when I was making the sequels, I worked so hard in making the jokes clean. When I say clean, think of like what you see coming from a typical animat video, like Animation Look Back, Animats Reviews, the Epic Mickey Files, the Top 10 lists, and all that stuff. As well as... If you do not... Now, if me saying that Animats videos are clean are not good enough, let me say this, people. If you guys don't even know who Animat is, now think of like watching a typical Disney movie. As in, the good Disney movies. The ones that are animated. Think of the really good ones. Think of all the classics. And, now, since I'm done looking up Star Wars porno, now I'm going to look up all the characters that appeared in Who Framed for all the crossover movies and crossover video games. Who Framed Roger Rabbit characters. Let me see here. Here we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No. Come on. Stupid computer. God damn it. Stupid internet. No. Come on. Jesus Christ. Sorry for taking too long, guys. It's just the Wi-Fi is buffering. Ah, here we go. Come on. Stupid internet. Okay. So, here we go. Yada. Mm-hmm. 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 Come on, stupid internet. Okay, here we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, now... Okay then. Since I already took care of who framed Roger Rabbit, time to look up Wreck-It Ralph. Stupid internet. Sorry for taking too long, people. It's just the stupid Wi-Fi. What's taking you so long, Wi-Fi? Oh, right. Oh, stupid Wi-Fi. Go. On stupid Wi-Fi. I don't have all night. I think I know what the problem is. Okay then. Now, time to look up Super Smash Brothers. Ooh, goody. Wow. There's gonna be more DLC characters coming to Super Smash Bros. 4. Great. Think I'll take care of that later. Now, time for the verdict for Super Smash Bros. Okay. Now, let's see what the verdict for Disney Infinity is. Here we go. And now... Hmm. 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 Okay, people. Now, from what out of all the research that I just gathered right now, I just looked, from what I've seen so far about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Wreck-It Ralph, Super Smash Brothers, and Disney Infinity. From what I've been seeing about those two movies, as well as those two games, I don't mean to sound arrogant when I say this, but in Super Smash Brothers, and Disney Infinity, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Wreck-It Ralph, there were no name changes. No matter what characters were able to appear in those things, they're pretty much going to include, no matter what characters they're going to include, then they might as well gonna have to leave the names the way they are. And I hope that answers your question. However, if it doesn't, I don't know what to say, people. I'm sorry. It is how it is. And in case if you haven't seen the first part of my June update vlog, I already told you guys about how that if you guys really do want to send me letters to Camp Kutz, you guys can only do that anytime set between June 28th and July 5th. Anytime set between those 2 days is when you guys can send me fan letters or fan packages or anything like that. And in case if you guys are wondering what the address for Kutz is, well, I will say this, that it's in the description below, as you guys can tell. Anyways, it's all I have to say to you people. I hope you all have a great summer, and until then, I'll see you guys next time whenever I can.